The Martian desert shimmered in the heat as Captain Lisa Rodriguez checked her supplies for the third time that morning. For 6 months, her small research station had been tracking changes in the atmosphere. But today, something happened that would rewrite everything she thought she knew about first contact. A sudden metallic crash rang out beyond the habitat dome, followed by a strange sound, half whimper, half musical note. Lisa grabbed her sidearm and approached the airlock with caution, her boots echoing against the metal floor. Through the reinforced window, she saw a figure slumped beside the wreckage of a small spacecraft. The being was tall, slender, and clearly not human. Its pale blue skin glowed faintly under the sun, and silver hair moved as if touched by a breeze that wasn't there. Its clothing gave off a weak, pulsing light. Her training told her to report the sighting, set up quarantine, and wait for specialists. But before she could decide, the alien collapsed completely, breathing fast and uneven. Humanity had waited for decades to meet another intelligent species, but no one had prepared Lisa to stand by and watch one die. She opened the airlock and rushed to the figure. Up close, she realized the alien was female, almost elven in appearance. Her skin burned with fever, her lips dry and cracked. Lisa activated her comm device, and the universal translator kicked in. The alien's violet eyes opened, full of both intelligence and desperation. A soft, melodic language spilled out, quickly rendered into English. "Water, please." Water. Lisa helped her up. She was surprisingly light for her height and guided her inside to the medical bay. Scans showed something incredible yet frightening. Her biology was close to human, but her body required far more water to survive. She was severely dehydrated. "My name is Kira," the alien whispered through the translator. "My ship's recycling system failed 3 days ago. I've been searching for water ever since." "I'm Lisa," she replied. "Hold on, I'll get you some." She hurried to the kitchenette and opened the fridge. Supplies were running low, and the next resupply was weeks away. She reached for a bottle of purified water, but in her rush, her hand grabbed a different bottle. Clear liquid, almost identical in appearance. Grain alcohol, kept for sterilizing gear and lonely nights. Kira, too weak to notice, opened the bottle and drank deeply. Lisa turned to gather medical tools but froze when she heard Kira's voice. "This water tastes strange. It burns a little." Lisa spun around in horror. Kira had already swallowed half the bottle. Panic hit her until she saw what happened next. Instead of collapsing, Kira straightened. Her pale skin grew brighter, her glowing clothes pulsed with renewed energy, and her silver hair shimmered as though alive. "I feel much better," Kira said, though her voice was still unsteady. "What kind of water is this? What kind of water is this?" "It has remarkable restorative effects," Kira said, swaying slightly. Lisa stared in shock. The weakness and desperation were fading, but in their place, Kira looked drunk. Her violet eyes had gone glassy, and her balance was off. "That wasn't water," Lisa explained carefully. "It was alcohol, ethanol, toxic to humans in large amounts." Kira blinked slowly, as if processing. "Alcohol? Your species creates and consumes poison willingly." Lisa hesitated. "Well, yes, but only in small amounts. For recreation." Kira laughed, her voice like wind chimes. "Remarkable. On my world, there are myths of a species that could drink poison for pleasure. I thought they were only stories." She took another sip, and Lisa watched as the alien's glowing clothing shifted and pulsed in intricate patterns. "Like a living light show. The effects are pleasant," Kira admitted, her tone thoughtful, "though I suspect my motor control is declining." Lisa almost laughed despite herself. The alien was analyzing her own drunkenness like a science experiment. "Do you feel sick, trouble breathing, pain?" "None at all," Kira replied brightly. "If anything, I feel stronger. It seems my species processes your toxin very well, and now I understand why your people use it for enjoyment." Over the next few hours, Lisa found herself in the strangest first contact scenario imaginable, not in a conference room, not through formal exchanges, but babysitting a drunk alien who was suddenly fascinated by human culture. Kira asked endless questions about society, technology, and especially alcohol. She was amazed to learn humans had entire industries devoted to brewing, distilling, and drinking intoxicating substances. "Your species is far more interesting than our data suggested," Kira said with a smile. "We studied your technology and your governments, but completely missed this side of your culture." Lisa frowned. "You've been watching us." "Yes," Kira admitted. "We are part of a Galactic Council. We evaluate young civilizations to see if they are ready for peaceful contact. Most are either too primitive or too violent. Humans, however," her eyes sparkled with amusement, "we classified as promising, but unpredictable. After today, I think that label may need revising." By the time Kira sobered up, the two of them were working side by side, repairing her ship's water recycling system with spare parts from Lisa's lab. Kira's skill with technology impressed Lisa, and the exchange became a true collaboration. When the ship was finally ready, Kira stood at the airlock. "Serious now. This encounter must be reported to the Council, but I will recommend immediate contact. Any species that can turn poison into pleasure and still show compassion to a stranger's worth knowing." She held up the empty alcohol bottle with a grin. "And I will certainly request more of this substance for study." Lisa watched as Kira's craft rose into the Martian sky, leaving her alone once again. Humanity's first contact had finally happened, but not in the way anyone expected. It hadn't begun with speeches or diplomacy. It began with a desperate alien mistaking alcohol for water, and ended with the possibility of joining a galactic community. History, Lisa thought, was sometimes made by the simplest acts of kindness, even if that kindness meant accidentally getting an alien drunk. As Lisa finished her report to Earth Command, she couldn't help but smile. Humans had always been known for their hospitality, but this might be the first time in history that someone had welcomed a visitor to the galaxy with a drink. That ending gives it a clean punchline feel, tying together first contact, human hospitality, and the accidental alien gets drunk twist.